What?
It's that kind of day. It's a Sunday fun day right here. Beginning the conversations of where we'll be this time next week.
I got nothing.
You all right? Everything's good. Okay, good.
Oh.
Day number 4 right here at the Cinch Stage right here in the Cowboy Commons. It's where friends gather. Also people you may not like so much. That's okay, though. It's talking about people that we do like. How about the two men on stage? Let's go to, yes, you. Talking to you.
Thanks,
Justin Rumford, Josh Hambone Hilton here to bring you another exciting episode. And men, it's hard to top yesterday.
We're going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do it because we've got another big show. Welcome, everybody. Day 6,000 of the NFR.
It's turnaround day.
I've officially been here over a week. Some of us on this staff have been here since before Thanksgiving and can't even go out to dinner with a friend. But anyway, welcome. It's Sunday, fun day. Yeah. And it's going to be another great show.
It is. It's
the big-time show today.
It's a big-time show, so we're glad you're here on a Sunday. And we know what happens from years of being out at Vegas during the NFR, where you have your first group of people that come in from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They fly home Sunday morning to go back to work, and the new batch of fun starts coming in tonight and in the morning. So it kind of seems like everybody's a little bit tired, a little bit worn down, but the NFR itself has been amazing. Everything has been so fun. Last night, y'all, I got to go to Winona Judd at the Venetian Theater. And the funniest thing is, I was telling Hambone, we go and, after we go to the concert, we get to go to the meet and greet. So we go back in this back room, and the first person that's in there is Bob Tallman. And so Bob is sitting there talking with Winona, and it's like, he's like, words are just words. You add melody, feel. The love that you sing to the crowd transforms. And they sat and visited forever. The second guy in there was Josh Weathers, the singer, who's going to be on RümpChät on the 8th.
What day is that?
Matt Tarr was in
Tomorrow.
there. Matt, Stacy, our good friend from Parker County Sheriff's Posse Rodeo.
Carrie Kelly.
So, we go to this meet and greet. I'm thinking I'm going to be all exclusive. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get to hang out with Winona. And there's a room full of people that we knew. So that was just amazing. Last night, Rump's Rodeo Party was by far the most fun ever. We gave away a half-eaten pizza. So these people got really drunk, and they ordered this pizza. And there was half of it. Garrett wouldn't take a bite of it, but it was sitting...
Smart.
I was afraid it was like the pizza from your fridge in college, so I was staying away from it.
It wasn't like that, but this pizza...
A little sticky?
If you know, you know.
Well, but here's the deal. I didn't realize that wasn't their pizza. That pizza was sitting on the table when they got there. The people who got there earlier ate half the pizza and then left. They did not throw it in the trash. So I give away a half of a pizza to a stranger.
But now, hold on. Let's add to the rest of the story here, folks. The party has not mentioned, yes, he gave away half the pizza. But inside that half a pizza, there was a slice that was half eaten. Guess who ate the other half of the uneaten pizza?
Wrong. I took one bite, and I did it to prove a point.
You took one bite that finished the slice off.
One bite's still one bite, but I did that to prove a point.
It was a Big Bear bite.
I was proving a point.
That you can eat a half-eaten slice of pizza, or
no,
what?
I was proving a point that we're all family.
Oh.
Right.
Well, plus the people that had the pizza, they were actually from Fort Madison, Iowa. So, I mean, I don't know.
Who was it?
They weren't on the rodeo committee. They were just rodeo fans.
Well, good.
From Fort Madison, Iowa there. So it's been a phenomenal first week. The rodeo action's been good. T. Hutch last night in the bull riding.
Yeah.
Got the dub. Shad has been on fire.
Shad. Good for Shad.
Who
owns the bull? Sorry.
It's been fun. It has been fun. So as we get ready for week number 2, coming into Hammer Time, what about your pro fantasy? Where are you at?
I'm in the Charity Tattoo League, and for those of you who don't know, it's a league of rodeo personalities, and if you lose, you get a tattoo, like my big dumb friend here did.
I have.
Or you donate $1,000 to the winner's charity. And then Pro Fantasy Rodeo actually donates, what, $5,000?
$5,000.
So I am third. John Harrison's winning. Steve Kenyon is second. And I am third.
Who's last?
Flying O Rodeo?
Who is that?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Lucia Legacy. I wonder if that's Tommy Joe.
That's Tommy Joe.
He's second to last.
Yeah.
Well, Anthony lost last year, and he got Cowboy Mafia podcast tattooed on his knee.
Because Brad won, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. So Anthony literally came through.
Yeah. A podcast they did one episode of, and he got a tattoo of. That's banking on some success of that podcast.
Well, and he got it on his knee. He got it on his knee. Of all the places.
Right above his knee, yeah.
Why would you put a tattoo on your knee? Actually, you know what? Does anybody here have a knee tattoo? Is that a thing?
Was it his left knee?
Or his high knee.
His right knee?
Shut up. Old clown joke.
Low knee, high knee, wee knee. Which knee was it?
Rump always wants to get... he wants to make me get a lower back tattoo if I lose.
I did. I actually made my own lower back tattoo one time that said John Harrison sucks. And I just sent it to him just the other day. And we could probably put it on the big screen if we wanted to, but we won't do that since it's Sunday.
Yeah. We a big show today, but first we want to get with these guys. I mean, they have been awesome. They were supporting us. Western Justice. I mean, it's an awesome organization.
And everybody out there in our Western industry, whether you're in the rodeo business, the cutting horse business, if you deal with animals, these guys have your back. They've put together one of the best coalitions, and we have to take the time to sign the petitions, to look into legislation. Like, we have people attacking the Western industry every day, and we all need to be more active in helping out. And
let's bring him up. Let's talk about it. Let's bring him right up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, from Western Justice, Dave Duquette, doing more on the front line, starting the coalition.
Welcome to.
He knows everybody.
He got us on yesterday's show. You got to go back and get it because that guy was one. He's a loose cannon, and I love him. He's a loose cannon. Oh. Garrett, you awake today? Okay.
Somebody put number 2's microphone in number 1's chair, so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good, brother.
Am I good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, Chael's a pretty exciting guy, and I'm really excited being from Oregon. You know, everybody's like, move out of Oregon, but I want to stay in Oregon. We love Oregon, but we need to change politics.
Yeah.
So, and Chael's just that change agent. He brings so many new people to the party. I mean, so many new people to the party.
And he was unapologetic in everything. Like, for being a politician, he wasn't too political. You know what I'm saying? He was. I think that's what was so neat. And you know, when you told him we were going to be on, I was like, "How do you know this?" But then, like, you know everybody. You probably had breakfast with Trump last week. Like, if you told me that right now, I'd be like,
I believe you.
See that.
Well, I'm a little disappointed. My friend Christy Nome was here yesterday, and I didn't get to see her. She was in the building even,
and she carried the flag in the rodeo.
Yeah.
That was so patriotic and wonderful.
Yeah,
she looked at me last night.
I send her a picture. I have a picture of her at a movie premiere that we did when I was at Lucas Oil, and she's in her cowgirl getup, you know, black pants, nice blazer, Western blazer. And every time I see her in a dress, I text her and I say, I text her that picture and I say, this is the cowgirl America fell in love with.
Yeah.
You know, so you need to go back there.
But like right back here, this is the coalition of people that have helped you put together to fight animal rights activists that are trying to take us down. And there's so many people that are, you look around the NFR, you go out at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to see 150 people wearing cowboy hats walking down the street. We have an immense group of people that support rodeo, but we need them to support rodeo and Western industries in the way that you guys, like with our petitions and legislation and all the stuff that you guys are pushing.
Yeah, and my big thing is people don't realize that we could be the biggest lobby in the United States. We could be, I always tell people, if you put ranching, the Western horse world, you cutting, reining, cow horse, the team rope, and all of those different venues, and the rodeo world together, there's no more financially well-heeled, bigger group of people in the United States that would come together. And we're all on the same page for a lot of these issues. So it would be the greatest thing that ever happened if we got Western Justice to being that big. And we're a membership-based organization, just like NRA is, so we need members. And that's, we're running about 20,000 members, which is higher than most of the associations out there. But we should be 20 million.
Right. Well, the brands like on that logo, they have American Hat next to Resistol. You have the PBR next to the PRCA. I don't know if Cactus and Fastback are one company. I don't know.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Dustin Knoblet's a huge.
Right.
He's actually my most stalwart corporate partner.
He donated all the free T-shirts
Yeah,
because
he
you guys
donated-
have 1,000 T-shirts to give away.
Yeah.
Right over in the corner if you sign something, right?
Yeah,
Is that right, Dave?
it's what we're trying to get, and we've been fighting this anti-rodeo or this rodeo ban in LA for 5 years now. It's been going. Western Justice has about $1 million tied up into that in 5 years between lobbyists and attorneys. And it would have passed in 2020 if we hadn't been doing what we were doing. Well, we built, I got on the phone and started basically punking everybody. I was like, you guys got to work together. We all got to work together and bring everybody together. Nobody wanted to work with the Charlos, nobody wanted to work with our PRCA and PBR didn't want to work together. Everybody knows what that dynamic's been over the last 30 years. And for the last 5 years, we've had all of those groups working very cohesively. We've been on, for the first 3 years, we were on Zoom calls for every week, building our plan, going to city council meetings, doing Zoom. 2020 when it was COVID, we had to do Zoom meetings with city council members. So we've held that off. We've held it off in New York. And people, probably the most common thing I hear is, just let LA go, let it fall off, who cares? And the reality is the second largest city in the United States, we cannot let them ban rodeo. There's no rodeo in the city of LA proper, but there's a lot of them in the county right outside.
Right.
And but there is PBR in the city. So PBR has been a huge supporter of what we're doing. But the fact is we can't let the largest city, New York, and the second largest city in the United States, LA, ban our way of life, because then it's like a flood. It keeps going.
Yeah, one falls and it's it's a tumbling effect. So it's a scary thing, and we all know the temperature of today's political world is spicy, I think,
Yeah,
you could
a
say.
little spicy.
But to get all these people together is quite a feat on your, and it's a huge thing that you're doing.
I appreciate it.
And all of our listeners home here, it doesn't take anything. Go right to the website, westernjustice.info. And scroll right there, join us. Boom, hit it. And
Yeah,
become a member.
I also want to recognize that we have some Charros here today from
Yes.
the local area. These guys have been, just so everybody knows, we've had these guys, these folks have been banned from doing their Charo events in this county and in this city for 20 years now, Marco? Yeah, so 20 years. And they're trying to get it recanted so they can come back and start doing it. They want to do their national finals here for the United States.
That'd be amazing.
And they're trying to get that. We're trying to get that done. So anybody that can help out with that is great. But that is a very prime example. And with the LA deal and this coalition, we have the Bill Pickett All Black Rodeo on there. We have the INFR, so we got the tribes. We've got the Charos, the National Charo Association, and all their state associations. And we've got PRCA, PBR, IPRA, all of those groups, the Military Rodeo Association. We've got all of those groups together on this coalition, so it makes it, that's the best, when we all come together and do something like that, that's the best way to make change or keep us going.
And I've said it a lot, and I know some people don't like it, but a lot of people will have 10 minutes to sit on the toilet and scroll through Instagram reels. take that time to get on there and sign those petitions to keep Western Justice going to fight in the fight, because if we get beat, we're all done.
We're all
you
done.
know, and these people, you know, I totally respect that everybody can have different opinions, but when they're trying to take down anything to do with horses, to do with anything with animals, I mean, it's just almost, it's crazy the thought process, you know, like the people in the big city, they're like, they should just turn out horses and never touch them.
Right.
What about feed? What about worming? What about, animals were made to be cared for. They're, horses and cattle are not mountain lions, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't send a horse out and have him knock down a bag of feed out in the country, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you guys are doing so much for, like you said, not just our industry, the bull riding, the charros, big fan of the charros. I get to work a lot of West Coast charro shows. Flying U Rodeo, every Sunday at about every event we have Fiesta del Charro. I've got to work Tomas Garcia Lazo's charro show in Bakersfield, California. We've got to do a charro show right here in Las Vegas in at when Eldorado
days.
Yeah,
you're gonna San Angelo. We do. I started that on the last Sunday. We end up with our Tejano Day. We're 46% Hispanic in San Angelo, so it was kind of. I was like, why aren't we doing this before? And we all wouldn't be here without the charro. That is the foundation of being a cowboy.
And I got to tell you that the LA deal probably would have passed if it was just the PRCA and PBR over there running our mouths trying to stop this. Without the charros in LA or
Right.
Bill Pickett or the Compton Cowboys. Hell, the Compton Cowboys are on our coalition.
That's awesome.
So without all of those guys there, we would have had no chance. And, I have to have a lobbyist there because I'm not going to the LA City Council, especially not with my picture on the internet with Trump and, everybody else. They're not going to listen to me.
Right.
So we had to hire a lobbyist. We've had a lobbyist for 5 years.
that takes money.
That takes a lot of money.
A lot of money.
That's why I say we got $1 million, almost $1 million tied up in that fight in 5 years.
Hey, before you go, I got to tell my favorite charro story. It's from Denver, Colorado, when we had, at the National Western, when we had our Fiesta del Charro. They introduced the charros before the event. And they would stand across the front, and most of the charros were from Mexico except for one guy. So our announcer,
Luis Canella, who is outstanding, called Bronco games in Spanish and beautiful voice.
So
Luis Canella.
he would have the charros out front, and he would be like, Jose Menendez, Chihuahua, Chihuahua.
The place goes nuts.
The place goes wild. They'd go to the next guy, and he would announce that guy, and he'd be like, Juan Jose from Chihuahua, and everybody would go crazy. And then there was this big dude in the middle. He was a full charro. Then he would go, Jim Jones, Denver, Colorado.
He was a 6'4" black guy. Yeah. He was huge.
Yeah.
John Jones, Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Then you go back to it's awesome. But we have a lot of fun, and Jerry Diaz and does our show in Denver. And Nicolas.
He's
but,
like 7
anyway,
foot tall now, but yeah.
They invited me to their national finals down in Katy, Texas, and I have never sweat so bad in my life than to be in Katy, Texas. It was
Come to San Angelo in
human.
August.
Yeah, it was unreal.
Well, another thing, another support little thing right here
Yeah.
about this American beef jerky.
American
Pretty good
beef jerky
stuff.
made right here in the United States, in Brawley, California. American beef jerky. It is just absolutely delicious. It's wonderful. There's all kinds of flavors. My favorite is the crispy. So
I like the looks of this jalapeno, fire pit jalapeno.
take it with you.
It's all yours, brother.
Go give some to the charros. So be sure to support our good
Hey,
friends.
Western Justice.
Western
.info for all you listeners. Go sign up. They need help. They need our help, and we got to support them because without them, like I said, they are the infantry in this battle. And it's a battle.
Help us help you.
Right, exactly.
Amen.
And if you're here, go over, sign up, get a free T-shirt. Talk to this man right here. Dave Duquette, everybody, Western Justice. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
The only thing you will find free at Cowboy Christmas is a T-shirt from Dave. So,
Yes.
And Dustin Noblet.
And our friends in 911 over there, they got some. Thank you, brother. Okay.
It's free to sign the petition. You sign up, you get a free T-shirt. So, yes. So, in the past, a little background before we get our guest up here. In the past, when we first started, a little background we've kind of talked about throughout the week. We started RümpChät at a picnic table outside of the Tropicana. A lot of people don't know Aaron Ferguson. He doesn't really like to be in the spotlight, but he's a really skinny guy back there. He fought the NFR twice. Ferg, will you tip your hat right there? That's Fergie. He's part of RümpChät, but he never likes to be in the spotlight. So he talked us into doing this show. And when we did RümpChät at Tropicana, we would try to find guests within like an hour. Be like, hey, what are you doing at 11? Do you want to be on RümpChät? They're like, what's that? I'm like, It's our podcast. They're like, this is, whatever. But as we've grown, if you look at our people that have got to come on, we're finally getting some A-listers, and we have a great guy today. I'm so excited. My wife and kids have just talked about how much I love this guy. He's famous. He's got a sold-out show tonight at the Venetian. And
sold-out show everywhere.
He is one of the biggest guys on the internet, and just a phenomenal farm chores kind of day right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Comedian, barrel horse trainer, all-around fun guy, Matt Mathews is coming up here. Round of applause. And
You're always going to bring it right along.
And we have Fallon Taylor on, everybody. Get on up here.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
hey, how are you? Good to see you.
My favorite little
Wherever you want to go, guys. There's no rules, but kinda. Matt.
I love no rules. Is this thing? Okay, there we go. What's this?
It's American beef jerky.
There's some right there. You try it. It's good.
I'm good. I have Sudafed and wintergreen in my mouth, so.
So I got to tell you a little background. I don't really keep track of a lot of things on Facebook, or I'm not into knowing a lot. But when we found out you were coming on, and I was like, man, this is pretty cool. And then I'm driving around the I-44 bypass in Oklahoma City, and there's a picture of you on the billboard to work, I think, Riverwind Casino.
He doesn't know we've already just.
I don't know.
He has people.
And I was like, holy crap! That guy agreed to be on RümpChät. That's amazing.
Well, I mean,
Did
it was
you
more
lose-
like I was told, but it's fine.
Yeah, I was like, did you lose at fantasy football or something, and this is your punishment?
I mean,
But I mean, like, obviously it's sold out at the Palazzo. You sold out in Nashville, 2 shows, and everything else on your website has low tickets. Mm-hmm. It's awesome to be you.
Put some respect on my name.
That's right. Bougie on a budget. I like your tour name, Bougie on a budget.
Thank you.
That is definitely the rodeo world. It's Bougie on a budget.
And of course, Fallon, you're one of the most recognized Western people in the world, which my claim to fame with Fallon, true story, at the high school finals in 1997, she had a white Freightliner, one of the little white Freightliners that had her name on it. Mm-hmm. And we all knew her from, the
Put some
NFR.
respect on it.
Yeah. And you know how they have the dances every night? And we were all in there, and everyone's like, you should go ask Fallon to dance. And I did, and we danced. Nothing happened. No, I'm just kidding.
Nobody
happened.
Where's Alex?
Nobody was expecting it was.
It was the weird, awkward high school rodeo, like the dance. So that happened all that
Do you
time
want
later.
to recreate it?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
No, your husband is there, and he's got huge
Was that-
biceps. I do not want Alex punching me in the face. But so then my girls.
Was you trying to get some?
Well,
Yes. Yes.
Well,
it was a dream because we would drive around. My brother was there, and I wasn't old enough yet, but and so we would all drive around with Fallon Taylor, and so we would drive around the fairgrounds to try to catch a peek at
Can
Fallon.
I just tell you that as a person that is super homeschooled, like I don't drink alcohol to this day. I've never smoked anything. Hearing that people were fangirling over me at the high school finals, like that's just like
you don't remember any of that?
That heals a hole in my heart. I do have a brain injury. I would like to bring that up. There's a big gap in like things that I remember. I remember the traumatic part, like one of the Cooper boys dumped me because I was too smart.
What a loser.
Wow.
I bet. Never mind. I can't
okay.
say that.
Anyway,
There's children
it paid
here.
off.
For the record, me and Hambo have never been dumped for being too smart.
Me either.
I mean, it did help. You're still super hot, but back
Thank
you. I mean,
Thank you.
Don't be hitting on my friend.
we were adolescent boys, and there's this NFR barrel racer who's super hot. Yeah, you're gonna want to go try and talk to her.
Where's
but
his
then
wife?
we ran
Well,
around.
I knew not. I was just like, and I hope my kid is super sheltered too, because that was like a
He
really
is.
great experience. But I had absolutely no idea what was going on. Just like, oh, Justin asked me to dance. Like, oh, cool. And
Well-
then like that would have been the highlight of my year.
Well, it kind of came back. So
Only if you'd have known, he would have turned into this gigantic celebrity.
oh yeah.
Well, here's what I do know is that he ended up with the greatest wife and children, and my child idolizes his children so much, and so such a full circle moment that this whole thing is just so cool, grown adults with lines of people waiting to meet you, and it's just so humbling. Like it's just crazy.
Well, I was embarrassed because I told Lola and Livy when my girls, I never really.
All these kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
So that's
three.
a no for you. Okay.
I got three at one. That's the best part. One of your TikToks when you're like, I wake up. When you have that TikTok that says how I get up in the morning, no, I ain't got to take care of no kids.
And I don't. Fallon will be like, Brian, do you want to go see Uncle Matt? No. Leave him at the house.
And he loves Matt.
But my kids, when I never cared if they rodeoed or if they ran barrels or if they roped. Like I don't care. And Hambone and I have talked about that. When they asked Hambone, what do you want your kid to do in rodeo? And he said, be a sponsor.
And he's got a successful business.
Yeah, so Lola and Livy, when they were 3, and these two girls got ponies, they went in hardcore, and now they're 12, and that's all they do is mess with horses 24 hours a day. And they started watching you, and when they were little, I was just kind of joking around, and so I told the girls, they're like, oh my gosh, Fallon Taylor. I'm like, yeah, I danced with her in 97. And they're like, you took her to prom? I'm like, no, we were at a dance. I was just, and so then they tell these other little girls, we go to the youth rodeo in Perry, Oklahoma, and this random dad walks up and he's like, hey, can I talk to you? This is in 2023. Did you really take Fallon to prom? I'm like, who told you that?
This is his claim to fame.
He says,
I love this.
he goes, my daughters did. I'm like, it was one dance. So, and nothing happened, girls, by the way, and Alex. But, I mean, it's cool that we've known each other for that long, and now that I'm in the barrel horse world of things, it has been an eye-opener. And as a trainer,
I am no trainer.
I'm
a jockey.
it is a whole different, that there's so much more than I think that most people, I've grown up in rodeo. I've never had a job outside of the rodeo business. I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable in most things.
What about pools? You were a pool boy during COVID.
I still do it a little bit, but
Imagine if this shows up to clean your pool.
That would be hot.
I have a Speedo. It's not a big deal, but I have learned so much about.
I might drown myself, but
Dang it, Hambo. Now I'm thrown off. I was making a point.
Not a chubby chaser, okay.
yeah.
So funny story about that. Just to give you a little back. Maybe you can.
I'm trying so hard to be PG for
Yeah,
y'all. I just want you to know that.
When we first, got told this, I'm like, of course I've known your comedy, and I'm like, we do know this is during the day at the convention center.
You should see me when I do daytime television interviews. Like when I did Kelly Clarkson, they were like, you can't cuss. I'm like, okay. So Kelly Clarkson says, what is your least favorite chore? And I was like, cleaning chicken doo-doo. And she was like, that was so daytime television. I said, because y'all already told me you was going to kick me off if I said
You can say
No,
it.
you said
I already...
You say it here, Matt.
Let's pack it up.
I'll just wrap it up.
Can't take him nowhere.
Curse words. And curse words are my favorite words.
Yes,
you know?
I am too. The F word's the
This
most
is-
beautiful
this is-
art
it is-
person in English language.
People say all the time, why do you call everybody a...
Bitch.
Hey,
You can say that.
Bitch.
It's okay.
You can say that. That's PG enough.
why do you call everybody a bitch? And I said, it's my favorite word in the English dictionary. If I call you that, that is a term of endearment.
Right.
If I call you a stupid
Yeah, let's not say that.
Yeah, that means that is not a term of endearment. You know,
Right.
there's different, and I am a professional when it comes to cussing somebody out. Like, I'm so good at it. So I mean,
Fallon, have you heard him cuss somebody out?
I have been cussed out personally by Matt, and it was videoed. I think everybody has seen it because I did not answer the phone, and his mare got kicked, and she was lame, and he was literally shooting a show, shooting something.
Yeah, we were in
at
the
his
middle of
house.
filming.
And I mean, he was like, I swear if you don't answer this phone, and I mean, many, beep, 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 and I was like, let me call this man back.
And so we took that clip and we posted it, and I put like POV when you call your one best friend that never answers the phone, and it's me leaving her a voice memo, and I'm like,
Oh, it's just 3 minutes. And
you
him
about
just
to
roasting
piss
me.
me?
3 minutes?
Yeah, and I'm just cussing her out. It did like 13 million views, so people liked it. They apparently.
It takes a lot to cuss somebody's answering machine for 3
Oh, I
It's
can
an
go.
art. He's got it down to a fine science. I mean, it's a traveling show.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And here's
It's
my
global.
thing. Like this right here, this is my person. Okay? This is my ride or die. This is like we talk every single day. There is not a day that goes by that we do not talk.
Except for
And-
when she doesn't answer.
And when she don't answer. And I would go to prison over this person right here, okay? And so when we're in this, you know, especially in this, I'm not, you know, I always say this is Fallon's world. Like this is, yeah, I'm a barrel racer. People know that. Yeah, I win. But like, this isn't my world. You know what I mean? I don't feel like this is my world. This is Fallon's world. I'm a comedian. I'm an entertainer. Like that's what I do. But so when I see, if somebody, I tell people all the time, I'm like, let me catch somebody saying something sideways about my best friend. Because I will rock your shit, okay? And when I tell you I will rock it, let me catch you. Because I will hurt your feelings.
We were like the amount of canceled we would be if our text messages. Like,
Oh, if our text messages got leaked, it'd be over.
But you know what's so cool as a comedian that you get to do that I don't get to do?
Just say bitch on the microphone.
I don't. But here, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. The double standard that happens in rodeo from, like, if our big rodeos with concerts, when the bull riding is going on, I have to be so, and I've never gotten in trouble for saying a bad word in the arena. I've only said, well, one time I said the F word at Cody, and that's because they threw a live snake on me, and I ran head first into the buck and shoots.
A steak or a
snake.
snake? Oh, I was about to say, you don't look like you'd be running from a snake.
No. I would never run from I was running from a Baramese python.
Oh. Yeah, I'd run too.
That's on them then.
But besides that, but like during the rodeo, we're so the same people. So if all these people are at the rodeo, if I say a bad word, they are going to flip out. They're going to email the committee. They're going to post on Facebook.
I did say the F word at the third barrel in 2013.
Did you
and
get caught?
Well, they were going to give me a $1,000 fine.
You had your helmet
And I
hat
told
thing on,
them,
too,
I
didn't you?
had said flow.
Ooh,
And
nice.
that
Good cover.
I did get
Liar.
by. And you can't retroactively fine me.
No.
I'll bet they can.
The statute of limitations is passed.
Yeah.
Hold on, Tom Glaus, did you get that? But you know, like when the bull riding's going on, it's so monitored. But then if you wait 10 minutes till the concert starts, like
Or an hour and a half at Sykeston.
yeah,
Jesus.
because I'm like I'm so careful. And then Sublime comes on, and they start off with, "How are you MFers doing on a Saturday?" And the same people that are watching the rodeo are like, "We're good, thank you." And I'm like, how do they get away with the same people?
It's the same with the levels. You know, I do music at rodeos. So, you know, and they'll be like, oh, man, that music's too loud. When you turn the sound down, it's too loud. And then the concert starts, and they're standing in front of the line array, breathing it in.
But
It's double standards. You're right.
But as a stand-up comedian, you can literally say whatever you want.
Whatever
and
I
it's
want.
okay.
It's
I don't
amazing.
get
Here's
that.
the thing.
I'm jealous
Here's
of
the
that.
thing. You buy a ticket to Matt's show.
You get what Matt gives you.
That's right.
Yep.
You buy a ticket to rodeo. You're just one part of it.
Correct.
They're maybe coming to see her run barrels. They're not. Maybe someone's coming to see you.
Yeah.
Or hear me rock their face off.
One of my favorite, and I know that these things happen to everybody in the public eye, but as a rodeo comedian, the one thing that I it really baffled me at a rodeo. I said on Saturday night, you know what? I said, it's party night. And I said, I know I'm fat, but I'm not alone. Where's all my fat buddies on a Saturday night? Fat guys, make some noise. And a bunch of big guys stood up, and they started clapping, and everybody's happy. And the rodeo goes good. The next morning, I get this horrible message from this lady who's like, I cannot believe that you would try to point out all the chubby guys.
You don't want to see my emails.
She says, my son is chubby, and when you said, where's all the chubby guys, he felt so bad, he left the rodeo. Who are you to point out the chubby guys? And you and I responded. I said, ma'am, with all due respect, I am a chubby guy. Like, you know, but in this world we live in as comedians, even though we have, like, people, to have a joke, there has to be an object. You can't joke about, but like Hambone said, at your shows, you can literally, is there sometimes when you say something, go, maybe that one was a little too much, but who cares? No.
I do get the TikTok, so that he's like, am I about to get canceled?
Yeah, I'll send her a video, and I'll be like, am I going to get canceled? I've been canceled probably 5 times now, but I feel like in all honesty, like real talk, I feel like that we're just in a really dark world, right? And there's a lot of hate out there, and there's a lot of darkness out there, and I feel like as a comic, my job is to make people laugh. And my job is to make people feel like, you know, it's okay to laugh about things that are really dark, because if you don't laugh about them, you stay in that dark place. And I want to bring light to situations, so I make fun of everybody. I mean, white, black, gay, straight, you know, special needs. I make fun of you. You know, that's my girl right there, girl. I hope you put that thing in 4-wheel drive today. Beep, 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 beep. Put it in reverse, Terry. Go ahead, girl. Back it on up. See? That's what I'm talking about. I love her. I love you, baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the kind of stuff you have to be able to make jokes about, because people are offended over everything. You know what I mean? And my thing is, I don't care if I offend you. If I offend you, that's a you problem.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I know where my heart is, and I know that I'm a good person, and I know that I care about people. Not too much, but I know that I am a good person, and I would never intentionally hurt somebody in real life. I would never be mean to somebody in real life. Except Fallon, when she don't answer the phone.
It's love. It's love. It's love.
But I feel like when you're paying money to come and watch a performer on stage, you're getting a version of me that is not the same as everyday real life.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's still who I am, but it's a version of who I am. And, you know, I feel like that is the time where it's all off. You know, all bets are off. And especially if people comment all the time, I used to love you, but you're so mean. I'm like, girl, shut up.
Shut that front door.
Shut the front door. Because if you are a
you can say bitch.
Man, you are doing great,
I'm
by the way. You
hard.
are kicking ass.
You know, if you are a sissy,
okay.
Can I say sissy?
You bet.
If you're ain't that some ironic shit right there? A gay guy saying sissy. If you are a sissy and you get your feelings hurt, then you don't need to come to my show.
Well, comedians have been under fire since
forever.
This. I mean, but it's gotten so bad, I think, since, I don't know, in the last 5-6 years, it seems like, I mean, everybody, like getting canceled. I think that's so dumb, because you can scroll by that TikTok.
But
you don't have to
it's
watch
funny to
it
me
or
that they
listen
get
to
so offended when they come to my shows, because they're used to seeing me do farm chores. But what's funny is, never have I ever kumbaya'd with my chickens. You know, like I call them bitches and hoes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what really did you expect?
Well, and that's my favorite part of your show, is when you start going, you know, to the people. And that's the best, because, and that's where I think it's super talented, to come up and be that fast and to make people cry laughing off the cuff like that. That's what makes him one of the best in the business.
One of the best.
Is because he isn't, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's other people, the scripted comedy. You know, they have their script. But you can throw him out there
Yeah.
and we do that all the time. Put people on the camera. Hey, say something, come on. And he'll be like, oh, that's Ted and Mary. Ted's a plumber.
Oh,
Mary's
see, you're
mad
just-
at him
you're
because
nicer than me.
Well, okay. Again, this is
He's trained.
Yeah, right.
We could do it right here. We have the camera. We could put one of these couples on camera, and you could try it. Just tell us their backstory without knowing who they are.
No, I'm not.
I don't think we can
I
get them
can't
in.
do that
No, we don't have-
G-rated.
Yeah. Let's not.
You
Look
would,
at his eyes.
Matt. You know who else
Please
would really
don't try that.
Abort.
Just kidding.
I mean, I can, but I'll probably really hurt some people's feelings.
Yeah, let's not.
Hey, Matt, you know who else you would really love is he helps with RümpChät. He's one of our guys, Jacob Moorhead. You would
The
like
one that's
Jacob-
yawning right now?
Yeah.
I was not paying attention. What
I
happened?
see that.
You would also love Jacob because
Your mouth was wide open.
he's also unapologetically mean to everybody.
Everybody.
There was a sweet old lady in a cart at the South Point the other night, and she had a bottle of vodka.
This is interesting to no one.
She had a bottle of vodka in her
Quit
in her
tightening
basket,
up on me.
and she was going to get on the elevator, and here she comes. She's like, "Here I'm coming," and Jacob's like, "You can get the next one," and hit the button and shut the little old lady.
That's my type of guy right there.
Vegas is a marathon, not a sprint.
I hate this place.
But did you not do that?
This is hell on
The
earth
first
here.
time I shut the door on an old lady, as Rumford would tell the story, that was the first time. It's happened like 5 more times since then. I ride over a dozen elevators a day. If I had to wait on all these people, I'd never get where I was supposed to be.
Wow, you're grouchy the Christmas
Wow.
self today. Make
I-
fun of
this
him,
is-
Matt.
And
Make
he doesn't
fun of
like,
him?
He doesn't like Birkenstock shoes.
You like Birkenstock?
No, I don't
You're
like
gayer than
Birkenstock.
me.
Jacob hates
Y'all don't want this heat.
Jacob hates feet. He cannot stand.
don't like feet?
I came over to his trailer with a pair of sandals on once during Sykeston, and it
Your
grows.
feet are
Show him your
disgusting.
feet. They look.
Oh,
like
I bet your
his
feet are right.
His feet look like when you know that deal when you buy a potato and
They
you're gonna
look
bake
crusty.
it and then you
I bet
forget
they
about
are.
it for like a week and a half,
And the sprouts are
and the
coming
little
out of the
sprouts start coming
potato.
out,
It's like the Grinch.
and they're
You know, like-
they're puffed up like an old
Hairdressers.
hairdresser's feet.
I,
You know
That's
when
what
they
your
stress
see,
the
that's
straps.
where you're wrong because my wife has talked to me. I've been getting pedicures.
He ain't seen his feet in 12 years, y'all. What are y'all talking about? He don't know what they look like.
They sound great. So as far as your routine,
He's like, all right, Matt.
no. This is
Let's go back
this
to
is-
Matt's comedy. Here
This
we
is
go.
more on the comedy. So so for your show tonight, we get to meet with some of the musicians and stuff. So on a day that you're not on a RümpChät like this, on a day of your normal comedy show, like what time do you get to the venue? Do you stay at the venue? Do you come in? Do you have we asked Jared Morris the other day, do you get to do the green room with the writers? Like,
Yeah.
you got to have this, and this. Like,
What's on your rider?
My rider is water. That's all. I'm not really. I stay on my tour bus most of the time, so I'm not usually. I don't like to hang out in the venues unless I just have to be there. So I'm on the bus with my dogs, and I hang out, watch TV. We'll go in. Typically go in and do a sound check, and then the VIP will come in at a later time, and I go out and I do like a 30-minute Q&A with the VIP, and we do like a VIP experience, and then we get ready for the show and do the show and shake our titties for money, pretty much.
how long is your routine?
90 minutes.
90 minutes. Do you have to? Man, that's wild to think 90 minutes though. So do you practice that routine over and
No.
over? No.
Yeah. Where does
Never.
this naturally? I mean, how did you get?
Okay,
into
so let me
this?
explain it like this, because this is the part that's so confusing to people. People are always like, well, why can't we film? Why can't we record your show? And this is how I explain it. Because when you come to a comedy show, it's the same thing as going and seeing Adele, okay? Well, I mean, not the same thing. But when you go see your favorite musical artist, when they're on tour, they are typically performing the same songs every single night that is on that album that they're touring, right? Same set list. They're doing the same show every night. Same thing with comics. I do the same show. Bougie on a Budget is that specific tour. So every show on Bougie on a Budget will be the exact same material, same show. Crowd work is different every night, because I don't know those people.
Right.
It's different people. So I'm gonna roast different people every night. That's gonna be totally different every night. But the material itself is the same material on this show. Now, when I start a new tour, it'll be all new material. But what I tell people is that's why we tell you don't film it, because you can listen to a song for 20 years and still want to go see that artist perform that song because you love that song.
Absolutely.
But as a comic, once you hear the joke on TikTok, once somebody films your joke and they put it on TikTok and they've watched it and they laugh, and they're like, oh, that was so great. It's not funny anymore once you've heard it 1 or 2 times. So it's the same show, but we don't want to ruin that for people that are coming to the show because jokes aren't really funny after you've heard it.
Well, that's why I try to tell people in the rodeo deal that people that watch the Cowboy Channel at home, that don't go anywhere but just watch the Cowboy Channel, and they hear a lot of my stuff over and over again, they're like, you need new material. Well, no, when I go to Rosenberg, Texas, these people here, they haven't heard that. And, you know, that as a comic,
Yeah,
that is,
it's really ruined it for announcers and barrelmen.
and when you're talking about
Bad.
don't film it, thanks to the Cowboy Channel, they film everything that we do now.
Yeah.
Which,
Well, we make them, like, when they come into the shows, and it's a double-edged sword, right? Because you want people to be able to, like, you know, they'll film when I walk out on stage, or they'll film, you know, when I sing the last song of the night or something like that, and that's fine. Because you want them to post about it and then talk about how great of a time they had, because then it makes people want to come to your show.
Right.
But you don't want them to film the show, because then they're like, well, I don't have to go to the show. I've seen the whole thing on TikTok.
yeah.
So it is a double-edged sword, and I never want to be that person that's just like, you know, just a jerk, because those people are the reason that I get to do this. You know, those people are the reason that I have a show to perform and I have a platform, and I couldn't do it without those people. So I never want to be rude. I never want to be a jerk, but at the same time, it's like, put your damn phone up.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show.
And you started off as a photographer before you even got into the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And as a lot of the comedians I've talked to, and even myself, you know, it seems like nobody that's in comedy started off going, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
As far as, so coming from the photography side to get into the entertainment side, tell us about that journey.
You know, I always wanted to be an entertainer my whole life. Like, that's what I wanted to do. As a kid, I wanted to be a singer. Music was what I always loved. I used to perform for my teddy bears and act like I was Britney Spears.
One more time.
That's how my family knew I was gay. But, you know, that's what I always wanted to do as a kid. And I never gave myself that opportunity because I didn't think I was good enough. And I've always been just naturally funny. I used to get put out of the class as a kid growing up in school because
Same.
of my mouth. Now I get paid for it. A lot of people get paid for their mouths, just not in ways that I do. But I always wanted to be a performer, and sorry. Sorry.
Y'all asked for this. Y'all literally invited him.
No, you know,
I knew what was going to
This is so
happen.
rough.
You know what I actually was going
They
through
might
my
not know it.
What was
Have
going
known.
through my head is I wish we were doing just how we regularly do this, because I would like to fly off. I had a lot of comments in my head. I wanted to run with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Well,
Anyway, go ahead,
I always
bud.
wanted to be an entertainer. And then I became a photographer because I didn't think, you know, kids that come from where I come from, I grew up in government housing with an alcoholic mom. Kids that grow up the way that I grew up do not become celebrities or famous or entertainers or any of those things. And so I was like, I'm just going to go to nursing school. That didn't work out. I became a photographer. I've always been very artistic. That did really, really well for me. I did that for over a decade, and, you know,
And it wasn't just any photography.
I was a boudoir photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was amazing, you know, making people feel good, making people realize it was okay to be comfortable in their skin. That was what I loved to do. And then during COVID, I was like, one day I was in a robe and I was cussing my chickens out, and my friend pulled her phone out and started filming me. And she was like, you know, you're absolutely ridiculous. And I was like, yep. And I posted that video and it got like 17 million views. And I was like, dang, well, that's kind of crazy. And I started reading the comments, and people were like, I haven't laughed in a long time, and this made me laugh. And I haven't felt, you know, a lot of light in my life in a long time, and this made me feel good. And I was like, okay, well, this is if I'm making people feel good, I'm gonna keep doing it. So I kept doing it. And then everybody was like, are you a comedian? And I was like, no. You should be a comedian. You should be a comedian. So I decided that I was going to give comedy a try. I started working with a local writer. I'd never done open mics, never done comedy at all. I opened for 2 comics that came through my hometown, 5 minutes the first time, 10 minutes the second time. And then from there, the comedy club, my hometown comedy club, gave me my own show. It sold out in 1 minute.
Wow.
I signed with an independent agent and did my very first headlining tour and sold 150,000 tickets on that very first tour. Never doing stand-up before in my life.
At that point, were you like, what in the hell have I done?
Yeah, well, I texted Fallon and I was like, I think I'm going to try stand-up. And she was like, yes, 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 yes. You are going to do so good at this. You have to do this. And I'm like, okay. And sold 150,000 tickets on my first tour, never doing stand-up before. And I just remember like thinking it was the easiest thing I'd ever done. And comedy is supposed to be the hardest thing for people, to command a stage for 90 minutes with just you and nobody else. And so I was like, okay.
There's a chicken picture. I love it. Look at
She
those.
shit on me in that picture, just so you know that.
You probably called her a bitch.
Yeah, that was the photo shoot for my very first tour. And it was incredible. And I was like, I love this. So I kept doing it, and I signed with. I finished that first tour. I signed with my first big agency. I did my first Live Nation tour, and we're filmed my first special. We're about to film my second special, wrapping up this tour, and about to start a third.
I love what you said about laughter and comedy and making people happy, because that's what it comes down to. And like Fallon, since I've really got to know you, that's one thing that I don't think a lot of people, even if they're in the rodeo world, they don't understand about like Fallon. Is like in her videos and stuff, she's not just promoting barrel racing. She's telling these little girls, you're not going to win every day, and that's okay. I mean, try hard, and the positivity that she sends, just like when you were talking about when you said that you're going to be a comedian, she's like, yes, yes, yes. Like, Fallon is one of the most upbeat, great person.
This is my biggest
that
fan.
I've ever got to been around, but it's about making people feel good, man. The world sucks. It's good to have people that want to, make
I think we
people
get enough
happy.
of that, don't we? Like, we get that absolutely everywhere. And I mean, there's plenty of time to critique. There's plenty of people online, which I do. I did another podcast yesterday, and I did talk about this. I was like, haters do a free analysis of your entire life. And so now I'm like mature enough to know like there is a place for that, but you've got to be tough enough for that. I don't need to make someone feel like I'm better than them. I would rather them like feel like I walked so they can run.
Yeah.
That's a better feeling.
So, question for both of you, being in the public eye all the time. Like, and Hambone knows how, like, I get hate mail all the time. And I've gotten way better, though. You got to admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. But when you guys get bad messages, does it ever mess you up for a while? Like, I know everyone's like, you can't worry about it, and they tell you that, but until you're the one.
I think they're a lot tougher than you. You're a big-hearted guy.
Well, I mean,
but the problem is with him is he'll scroll by 10. I love you, Rump. Rump is awesome.
Oh,
Rump is great. And he'll
that-
find that one guy that says,
absolutely.
get his fat ass out of here.
My
and it's
my
like,
husband is
no.
Besides Fallon, my husband is my biggest supporter, and he gets so mad at me because I will read comments and I read messages, and somebody messaged me today and told me my eyes were too far apart in a picture.
Oh, you can't trust people
Somebody
like
said
that.
I was. Somebody commented on a video that I did, and
Makes
they
no
said that I was my stomach was hanging over my pants and I was fat. I was like, you know what? It's
good.
fine. It motivated me to work. It motivated me to work out more, and I was just in men's fitness.
You have
so
six-pack abs.
Kiss my fat ass. But I really. She gets upset for me, but I don't care, because at the end of the day, like, nobody that is hating on you is ever doing better than you.
Literally never.
That's true.
Literally never. And to that point, if you will just take a scroll to that person's profile, if it bothers you, and just tell me how many cats and in what mother's basement they're living in, that will help you a lot.
Fallon.
Because no sane people
And they probably
actually,
look like they stink.
Yeah.
You realize that is my comment to all these haters, because I stick up for my buddy, and I'm like, listen here, ma'am, you need to get off Cowboy Channel and go feed your cats.
Because they're
That's nicer than me.
Well,
he doesn't care at all.
I'll take a screenshot of their profile picture, and I'll post it and I'll comment. I'm like, you don't need to be talking about anybody when your nose looks like that. Like, you don't need to talk about anybody when you have 2 front teeth. Or you look 35 months pregnant. You know, like, maybe we don't need to be talking about people on social media.
My favorite one I did for a while, when people would badmouth me, I'd go to their profile, and then I'd screenshot a deal. Remember that? And then I'd Photoshop myself into their family photos.
Oh, that was good.
And then I'd private message them to them like, if you hate me so much, then explain how we had so much fun in this picture when we were in Maui.
It's a little bit too much time put in for me. But, I mean,
it actually doesn't take long. I'm really good.
Well, Rump, an iPad and a without it, if his family's not with him and he's at a rodeo and he's in his trailer all day, like you won't see him until about the meeting time, and then so he makes some pretty good stuff on that iPad.
I also like to stay in my tour bus.
You like to stay on your tour bus?
But you know, it is sometimes hard dealing. But when you're in the public eye, you think years ago people didn't have direct access. Like if Fallon did something in 2001, and I thought I didn't like it, I could just think in my head, I don't like that. But now if she does something, I can go, oh yeah? Let me tell you what I think
But
and what
I
Fallon
think it
has
just
done.
shows what level of mental health, like where you're at. Like for me, it's just like, I've never had a normal everyday, you know how many weirdos are on the planet? Or like people that never, there's a lot of weirdos. I have never once received comments from someone that are negative from someone that I would deem normal, that I would bump into at the grocery store and have a normal interaction with. Like the people that are typing, and that's why I think a lot of people, you don't get as many positive comments as you think that you should get based on the numbers of your following or how many views that got or whatever.
Can you wake up?
What?
Wake up. Your old ass, wake up. I'm talking. I love how he ain't looking at me now. He's like, I ain't looking. Hello.
This is my new
No
favorite.
Espanol. Hello.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm gonna start every
He's
time.
over there asleep while the
and that's-
queen's speaking.
That's the level that you need to be.
That's what I want to do at a rodeo. Next time somebody badmouths me, I just clap my hands and Matt walks out and starts trash talking them.
Yeah,
Do you have? I've seen on all these videos from comedians though that have hecklers in the stands.
Not at his show.
Not at my show.
No
Not
one's
at
ever
his
tried
show.
it.
Oh, they
'Cause
should
they know
have
they're
tried
gonna-
it.
I wish they would. I'll rock their shit.
Do you have in the back of your mind a go-to for a heckler?
No. It
No?
depends on what they say, what they look like, where they're sitting. They're probably in the broke folk section in the back. So, they're never up front where the expensive seats are.
Never seen a hater there.
Never.
Oh my God. Well, congrats on your special. I'm gonna try to say this. When that thing.
That was
Get
my
that
first
thing.
tour. Get it together.
No. It's on your web. It's a front and center on your website.
Oh, yeah, that's my current special that's out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I was- and you watch it on YouTube.
When that thing gets a thingin'.
That's how I was trying
Yep.
to say it. When that thing.
You were just doing a little straight version. It's okay.
A little more like this.
Yeah.
And
That was
then
a
the
straight
head.
white man version.
Boom.
He's from
Got a ham
Iowa.
on.
Put a little sass in there.
Yeah, my friend, he messaged me this year about my beloved hometown, Sydney, Iowa, and you turned out because it rained, but the ground was good. I was
I
sad.
love Sydney, Iowa.
I was hoping you would come.
We love Sydney, Iowa. Everybody remembers that because one of the committee guys made fun of me for wearing a helmet as I walked by, and I shut him. I said, "Come here, come here. You're gonna be YouTube famous. You ain't gonna like this one bit." But there are little kids out here, and they need to feel like this is cool and that they can do this, and even if it's not cool, that they have a place to do this. Anyway, he got YouTube famous, and then they locked my stalls. I went in and put my horses in 2 available stalls. They locked my horses in and put a sign on it that says, "This is only for the rodeo queens. Get out of here." And so then that went on YouTube. Anyway, Sydney, Iowa is super careful when I come to town now.
Yeah, I know.
I come to town, they're like, Jesus, here she comes.
And I will tell you this about the helmets, though. I'm a big fan of it. Livy and Lola always wear helmets. And at Abbeville, at the Barrel Racing Jackpot, which one was it? Lola. Lola's horse kind of slipped and reared up and came halfway over backwards, and she was thrown off backwards and hit a white pipe fence, and it left a mark on the helmet, but Lola was able to jump right up. And so my girls wear helmets like when you started doing it, I'm like, man, if my ever kids start barrel racing, the first day they started barrel racing, I am online. And so I'm a big, you can break an arm, you can break a leg, you can break your fingers, but you got to take care of your melon.
Yeah,
you know?
it's been really cool. And back to the point of like haters and things, like don't pick on the girl that voluntarily wears tie-dye and a helmet. Like she's probably been through it.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably tougher than your average guy that fits in. I've probably heard the worst comments, you know, from the Thomas and Mack. I dressed like a fishing lure for 70 rounds of the NFR. Like I'm probably tough enough to like take it. But I think that the next generation, just seeing that that's an option. It's not my religion. It's just an option, and it should be a viable option. You know, I can wear a hat all day long and then for 15 seconds change it and pop a hat back on. And, you know, I think being cool is also just conditioning our kids to be normal, just like you guys getting kicked out of class for telling jokes when that ends up being your actual livelihood. Like giving the option to stand out should be, you know, we should really promote that and be like, here, you know, go get it.
Dare to be different. You know, Bronco Dave Jennings, he's a big friend of ours. He's a instrumental with Bad Company. And he's got a bumper sticker that says, "Don't be afraid to jam to your own band." And I've always loved that. And thank you guys so much for coming on. Congratulations to you. If you ever need an opener, I got 5 minutes of good
You got
material.
5 minutes?
Yeah, not 90, but maybe not even 5.
Okay.
Damn sure 2.5.
2.5.
I needed you the other day.
I know.
You know, so,
I don't know. Does he have 2.5 minutes of good stuff, Ashley? I don't know.
Oh, God.
2.5.
He's got receipts
Does he
right there.
have
He's got 3
2.5
foals
minutes?
on
Are
the
you
ground.
asking his wife if he's got 2.5 minutes?
3 at once, baby.
Yeah. Hey,
She probably ain't seen 2.5 minutes in a long time.
Matt, we're buddies,
I
comedians.
mean,
he does have 3 live foals on the ground, and that was in one shot.
2.5 minutes and 3. Never mind.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but Boyd was the one who got it.
okay. Thank you guys so much. How about it for Matt Mathews and Fallon Taylor?
Check out his tour, Bougie on a Budget. It's coming to a town near you.
Nashville, Alabama, Cincinnati, Northfield, Ohio.
Okay, we don't have to go through the whole thing. Just go
Thank
to
you,
his website.
guys.
Oh, yeah. And I see you got candles, car diffusers. You like shop on your good Christmas stuff. Go to mattmatthews.com.
Yeah, thank
How
you,
about
guys.
that? Awesome. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you,
much.
guys. Real quick, I tell you what.
Not the Syke. There's a committee guy from Sykeston called Matt Mathews, and he texts us. I didn't know it was going to be on your show. Not you, bro.
Different Matt Mathews.
Not you.
Go see him.
All right, you may go now.
I'd say go see him tonight at the Venetian, but he's already sold out. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Fallon. Not just for being a barrel racer, but an awesome person. Pete Carr Pro Rodeo brings us RümpChät Daily.
Yes.
Last night on our Pete Carr stock report, we got the big W for Pete Carr Pro Rodeo. Waylon Bourgeois.
My bareback rider.
Waylon Bourgeois won the bareback riding Carr Pro Rodeo. Got to go across the stage last night, get the buckle, get the bottle of Pendleton whiskey. And we want to say thank you to Pendleton Whiskey for providing the Pendleton Whiskey desk right here at RümpChät.
How are we going to give this away today?
Let's give who's on a Sunday morning. Is there anybody here not feeling so good?
That guy that Matt was yelling at.
Anybody feeling a little bit down besides Lakin?
Lakin.
Okay, this lady just clapped her hands. Come on up here, ma'am. If you take one shot of the bottle, we'll let you have the rest. Come on up here.
Oh, she's doing it.
It's Sunday morning. When you wake up Sunday morning with your head kind of hurting.
Here, you don't drink anymore. You
I
don't
know.
what you're
I'm
doing.
open it for. I'm trying to be a gentleman. Here, come on up here on stage. Take one big swig, and we're going to give you the rest of the bottle. Here you go. It's a free drink on a Sunday morning.
I woke up Sunday morning.
There it is.
No way to hold my
Here you
head.
go. And you know what? We're going
That
to give you.
didn't hurt.
We're going to give you a chaser. We're going to send you some American beef jerky. Here you go. Oh, we got that on camera. Perfect.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, what else do we have to wrap up with?
Pathway Ag. Great.
Pathway Ag Day. Yes, be sure to check out our friends at Pathway Ag, providing modern-day solutions for our farmers, and we support the farmers and ranchers. I know there's a bunch of you listening in Reno County, Kansas right now as you're working out in the fields in your John Deere tractors, and you're cussing Hambo and I and texting us, telling us that our information is off. But check out Pathway Ag. Thank you, Jeff Ostermeyer, and all they've done for our show for 2 years in a row.
Yep.
Big thanks to them. Red River Arenas are in the house. right upstairs, actually. They have their whole booth. Be sure to check out all their equipment.
Yep. Hey, Western Justice, one more time. Go
Yes,
talk to
thanks, Dave.
And
Go right over there. Dave's in the corner.
big shout out Cinch here on the Cinch Stage in the Cowboy Commons area. But tomorrow we have, we got Weatherford. So Kerry Kelly, he's going to be here. Weston Rakowski, Chance Mormon with the BFO guys. And a little guy they call Josh Weathers is going to be here doing some tunes. So tomorrow, 11 o'clock, right here on the Cinch Stage. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you for joining RümpChät. If you need some more to watch the party tonight, 515 Indigo Lounge, Horseshoe Hotel and Casinos, half-eaten pizzas. Get your picture taken with Jacob Moorhead. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody.